Good morning. Welcome to the Ketomom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are diving into the compound effect. All right. We've been going through this book for a week, probably. And so the book is an incredible book. It's going to help you understand the compound effect of your goals, your choices, the things you choose to do, or maybe you're making zero decisions at all. But in general, whether you make a decision or you decide not to make a decision, there are choices being made either for you or you're making them, which in general is leading you to the results that you either want or you don't want. But guess what? That's a part of, it's the compound effect. So in general, as you tune in, let me know, where are you tuning in from? And we are, if at any point, and if you've missed the last lives, you can go to ketomomsecrets.com, click on book club. You can go through any of the books that we've done over the last years. We've gone through books for years. And I'm just making sure, I don't know why I always second guess this. Am I on the Ketomom page? Sometimes I start lives, not often, but sometimes I'm like, oh dear, where am I at? I think I am. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Shannon and Vicky. All right. Here's the point of this page, right? I will give you recipes if you want recipes. Ketomomsecrets.com, click on recipes. If you need to know how to get started, click on getting started. If you need a foods list, thank you, Cindy. She says, yes, I am on the Ketomom page. Sometimes I'm like, start. So here's what he's talking about today. I'm not reading this word for word. I'm giving you a concept to think about today. And so he's talking about find your fight. In general, the overview, and I'm not going to read the stories, but he says this: people are either motivated by something that they want or something that they don't want. And he goes on to tell a story of how some people are motivated by the things they want. I want to be a healthier mom or a grandma, or I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to eat healthier, and I'm going to do all these things because I want to be this person, right? That might motivate you. On the flip side, there are a lot of people who have grown up in not the greatest environments, maybe not around people that encourage them. Maybe you were told things all growing up that you deep down maybe have unforgiveness for. And he says, here's what you need to understand. We all make powerful choices. We can choose. We can all take back control by not blaming chance or fate or anybody else for our outcomes. It's within our ability to create change. Rather than letting past hurtful experiences sap our energy and sabotage our success, we can use the past hurts, like the past. We can use anything that has happened to us in the past or anything that was said to you in the past as fuel and to help you move forward. He shares a story about Anthony Hopkins. He's an actor, right? And all growing up, his parents were worried he would never amount to much. He's dyslexic. He was terrible in school. He was the problem child. So Anthony Hopkins says he used what his parents thought he wouldn't amount to much, and that anger and frustration, and he used it as fuel, not to get frustrated and get angry at people and give up, but he hated it so much of what people thought of him and maybe the things that were projected on him that he used that to fuel him to do something great, to work really hard. Does that make sense? Like, I know, listen, I hear stories often. I have people that message me every day. And there's always a story, excuse me, of somebody who they were told they weren't going to amount to much. They were told it's in their genes. That, you might have had not a great experience growing up, or somebody said something to you, or something that happened, right? And you might get angry and you might get bitter, and I will tell you, or offended. Listen, as soon as you can let those go, not be offended, not be angry, not be frustrated, and you might go, Stephanie, easier said than done. I get it. And there are things about anger and frustration and bitterness that, guess what? Most of the time, it's only affecting you and not even affecting the person that said it over you or said it to you. And as soon as you can release that and you can go, you know what? He said it. There are things that people love that motivate them, and there are things that people hate from the past that can motivate them to go, you know what? I'm going to, not in a rude way, but I'm going to have that push me to actually go after what I want in life, right? It's a motivator. Then he dives into goals, and he goes, he was talking about how he was at a funeral of one of his very good friends, and his very good friend lived a great life. Again, I'm not going to read the story. But in the end, he says this. His friend said this: if you are not making the progress that you would like to make and are capable of making, it is simply because your goals are not clearly defined. He goes, his friend basically says this: whatever you vividly imagine and you desire and you sincerely believe and authentically act upon, most inevitably will come to pass. He goes, the one skill most responsible for the abundance in his life is learning how to effectively set and achieve goals. Something almost magically happens when you organize and focus your creative powers on a well-defined target. He goes, I've seen so many times, time and time again, the highest achievers in the world have all successfully they have a roadmap to success. They've written down their goals. They know where they're going. If you look at highly successful people, they have a map and how they got there. So one of his greatest mentors and greatest friends said, the most successful people in life, number one, they don't live in past regrets. They don't hold bitterness or offense or frustration. They either use the good or the bad to motivate them to go do something, and then they set goals. They have a target. He goes, you'd be surprised on how many people just run around throughout their day with zero goals, zero understanding of where they're going. He goes, you only see, experience, and get what you look at. For you don't know what to look for. If you don't know what to look for, you certainly won't get it. By our very nature, we are goal-seeking creatures. This is why when you think of something, it appears that you are miraculously drawing it into your life. Because when you think of something, you have a goal and you write it down and your eyes see it and your hands write it, what happens? You start focusing on that in your life. So in these next in this next chapter, we're going to dive into what does it look like to set a goal? We've done that here on the page before. We've done the Dream It, Live It, Pin It book. We've done the vision boards. How many of you have a vision board? Anybody? The point is, if you don't actually know what you want, how are you going to get up every single day and take the actions needed to get there? And what I mean by that is this. You might go, well, I have a goal up here. It's to lose weight. All right. But up here, and if it's not actually put down in a notebook or written down or, on something that's tangible that you wrote it down, you can look at, even a vision board, then it gets jumbled in your brain with everything else you're thinking about. Right? And so, Cindy's like, I have a vision board. It's not like, I think oftentimes there's this thought. There are plenty of people out there that think, I have a love and hate. I don't have a love. I have a interesting thought about the word manifestation, right? There's a lot of people that believe I can just manifest it. I don't love the word. I think it's in the Bible a couple of times. So I've been thinking about how, here's what I want you to know. There's a point of making a vision board. There's a point of saying things that you're wanting as soon as you've got the focus. 100% your words are powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. Writing it down is powerful. Some people believe that's all you do. And here's the key, right? I don't believe that you can just manifest something and it's going to come to you. I believe that you think about it, you put it on paper, you've got the target, you've got the focus, and then you do the work to get there. Part of having a goal is going, all right, here's my goal. Here's my goal to lose 30 pounds, right? I see it. I've got it on a vision board. Cindy's got things on her vision board, and I see it every day. And what's great is I see it. I'm aware of it. It's in my brain, right? I'm believing I'm going to lose those 30 pounds. And then I need to reverse engineer and go, what do I actually have to do to get there? And then in the mornings when I see it, I go, oh yes, I want to lose 30 pounds. So when I have to make a choice of what to eat, right? Reverse engineer. If I have to make a choice of to make my lunch or go out to eat, when I make a choice of going to the gym or skipping the gym, I'm doing all of these little actions to get me to where I want to go. And I'm reminded of where I want to go because I have the visual and I've written it down and I've maybe told somebody and I have a very clear target. I'm going to lose 30 pounds by December 31st, 2023, and I know what I need to do to get there, and I've got a goal, and I've got a map, and I've got a plan, right? I'm not just hoping and wishing it comes. Does that make sense? When you have something in your mind and you have it written down, that means you have an awareness of it, so every choice that you make throughout the day either leads you towards your goal or away from your goal. When you have that in front of you throughout the day, whatever it is that you want to go after, whether it's becoming debt-free, having a better relationship, having a better marriage, losing some weight, and if you physically see it and you have it written down, that means when circumstances and situations and choices that have to be made come up during the day, you go, oh yeah, today, oh yeah, I have a goal, I have a target. Is this going to lead me closer to my goal or further away from my goal? That's the power of having a visual and writing it down and making your goals very clear. So one has to ask yourself, what do you want? And do you actually know what you want? I would say, sure, losing weight is a goal. Let's get more specific. So I'm not going to dive into, we're just going to keep plugging away at this. So we'll do some more tomorrow. But honestly, you might go, hey, Steph, we talk about this a lot. Well, do you have it written down? What do you want? I would say, what do you want and by when? And then it's going to, first of all, go, all right, brain, all right, Stephanie, everywhere I go, I'm going to be thinking about, like, here's my big goal, here's my target. Do I walk into the candy store or do I keep going? Do I grab the donut at the gas station or I go, oh no, I just saw my goal today. I'm going to lose 30 pounds by December 31st. My friend calls and says, hey, Steph, do you want to go out for dinner? But I skipped the gym this afternoon because I had a meeting and I'm going to say, you know what? I actually have a gym date with myself because I'm not going to break the promises I make to myself, but I'd love to go out with you another night, right? Like, I'm focused. Are you committed to yourself and the things that you want to achieve? Is it just rolling around in your head, or do you actually have it down, written down, have a target to go after? It's super important. So this is the book that we're going after. I would encourage you, if you've never done that, today, grab a Post-it note, grab a piece of paper, something, and write down what are you wanting and give yourself a time frame. We will continue to dive more into this. He'll give you some systems and all the how-tos, but that's where we're going to start. What are you wanting to achieve? All right. Thank you for tuning in. As always, continue to tune in. You can go to ketomomsecrets.com for some recipes. You can ask questions below. You can reach out to me. And there's always recipes shared on the page. If you need a food list of how to get started, post food in the comments. Otherwise, it is going to be a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye.